What? Oh, 50's.
He must be
He's
watching
on
people on
top.
socials.
Yeah, he's on top of all that shit. And it's similar to like Eddie Murphy. I always heard Eddie Murphy, you might not know it, but he used to watch stand-up.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I heard like 50 knows who's, I mean, not 50, but Eddie knows who's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie knows who's out there in the streets.
And Eddie threw parties all the time, doors open, so any comics could come through.
Mm-hmm.
And I just heard like G-Thing was flashing on somebody and talk shit. Motherfucker, I was at Eddie Murphy's house for lunch, motherfucker. I was like, what?
Then,
Why is G-Thing at Eddie Murphy's house? Like, but no knock to G-Thing, but that's an open door policy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that, so he's like, so who's hot? Like, that's who's telling him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I always heard that rumor about Eddie. I always heard like he knows who's out there.
Mm.
And then when we did Daddy Daycare and we did the table read, he didn't come to the table read. Doesn't need to. He's Eddie Murphy, right? First time I ever like met him and locked eyes was right before we went to film. We did rehearsal. I remember I was in that goddamn carrot outfit. First time I meet him, I'm in a carrot outfit.
Fuck.
Got the head right here. And they go, all right, we're going to rehearse real quick, blocking, right? And Eddie came walking out, and now I'm this close to Eddie Murphy, I said. And the whole time he's talking to him, I'm going, that's fucking Eddie Murphy.
Right.
I almost forgot my lines. I go, Eddie Murphy got nostrils. Eddie Murphy got eyelashes.
Wow.
That's real Eddie Murphy teeth. Right? And it came out, he looks at me, he goes, stops the single, hey, man. I don't think he knew I was in it, right? He goes, yo. He goes, you did the joke about Eminem and Tiger Woods. And I was like, huh?
Wow.
At the time, I had said, the world is flipped on its head when the number one rapper is white and the number one golfer is black.
Yes.
And I saw versions of that joke later,
Yeah.
but I know it came from me.
Yes.
So I remember Eddie goes, hey, you did a joke about black golfer, white. I was like, yeah. I said, oh, man, I'm so glad you know who the first one to say it was because I've seen it about 5 times since then.
Right.
And he started laughing. He goes, yeah, get used to it, basically. And I was just like, he knows my joke. I fucking knew who I was.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And here's the crazy part about Daddy Daycare. I got cool with the director, Steve Carr.
Okay.
Right? So he called me because Martin was getting ready to do Rebound. So I only had one scene in Daddy Daycare.
Okay.
But I made up the song.
Okay.
B-R-O. I made up the song at the audition.
Really?
The audition had like one line. Hey, boys and girls, you got a brand new cereal, Veggios. I'm sitting there like getting ready to do the audition. All the kids are auditioning that day. I brought a kid in. I asked his mom, can he come in real quick? So I walked in.
Genius.
And I was slating. I was like, Gary Owen reading for Mr. Broccoli. And then they said, go. And I start snaking. And I go, oh, I had the kid in front of me. I start going around him. And I said, B-R. And I'm literally thinking of my spelling right. O-C-C-O-L-I. I am the broccoli. And they're looking at me like, the fuck's this guy doing? And then that was the only time I had an audition. They go, you got it. Like in the room, I got it. And then we go to shoot. And I don't do the song the first take. And the director goes, cut. Where's the song? And I go, oh, I didn't know if you wanted it. I kind of made that up in the audition. He goes, that's how you got the part. Do the song.
Do the song.
Oh. So now I do the song in the movie, right?
B-R-O-C-C-O-L-I.
I go to meet Steve Carr. He's got this part in Martin's movie Rebound.
Okay.
So he calls like, come down. I'm editing Daddy Daycare right now. We're doing your scenes today. So I go down to the editing bay and we're sitting there. He goes, hey, put on his scene. And the editor is doing it. They weren't showing me dancing. They were showing Eddie's reaction. He goes, and Steve goes, fuck you doing? And the editor goes, what do you mean? He goes, I got a 6'4" broccoli snaking. Show it. And the guy goes, oh, the editor was just on Eddie the whole time, which I understand.
Yeah.
But he goes, that was the funniest shit. If I wouldn't have showed up that day, who knows if that scene would have been what it was in the movie because they might have just been showing his reaction and me singing in the background.
Yeah.
You missed the whole dancing part.
That's
the guy
amazing.
goes, got a 6'4" broccoli snaking.
Show it.
It's like this.
That's awesome.
So,
Did you work with Carson's then?
I just did Rebound and Daddy Daycare. I did 2 movies with him. And then when Funny or Die was around, he called me to do a sketch with Alanis Morissette and Alicia Silverstone.
Okay.
So that was, it's cool when guys just call you to
They
do
just
shit.
think of you.
I flew into LA and did that Funny or Die sketch with Alanis and Alicia Silverstone. So that was cool to see, like,
That had
Clueless.
traction too.
And then I was like, So that was cool. So he's used me a couple times, 3 times. So you can't ever think like, why have you used me in 20 years? Motherfucker get busy.
You don't
know
when you're gonna get the next call. So
that's why this whole Hurricane Chris shit with 50 Cent is like, why are you burning that bridge, bro?
Literally, he's buying the whole city, and you want to be on the shit list over there?
He's in your hometown. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for putting money into my community. Thanks you. He's mad because he gave cops money. What's he supposed to do?
I don't know, but I felt very safe.
And the cops weren't intimidating.
The cops were
were with us.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you the dude from TikTok. I was like, man, hey, man, I ain't do it. He was like, chill.
Yeah, they were so polite. The white ones, the black ones, the women, the men. Hey, how you doing? They're saying hi.
Yeah.
Oh, you drunk? Don't worry about it, man. Don't drive. Like, everybody was not tripping. Cool. They was like with us. I was like, this was how you think police should be.
Yes.
At a black event.
Yes.